What's up, Noob Nation?
The tier list boys back at it again. Welcome back to our second channel, the second alliance of noobs and men. Woo-hoo. This is where we do our tier lists.
The tier lists are staying on the main channel. Oh my god. Just what's up, guys? Oh my god.
We need one of those dubstep intros.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
The last alliance of noobs and men. The last alliance of noobs and men.
Taking the hobbits to Isengard?
Yeah, exactly. But it's a dubstep remix, and we have the last alliance of noobs and men. It fits.
It does. It does. I'm gonna have to try and find that now. God damn it.
Oh no. All right. Well, just making more work for Sean's edit.
I'm a glutton for work.
Says the person who is currently not at work.
The day to film this. I hope my boss sees it. Let's fucking go.
So we're back at it with another tier list. We're doing Rohan. We have like 17 books open because there's way too many profiles for this fucking army.
Yeah, I completely fucking forgot just how many profiles they have, and they're spread out between all these different fucking books.
Yeah, it's wild, but you know,
here we are.
on some horsey boys. Let's go.
Yeah, people asked for Rohan, so we're giving them Rohan.
All right,
one person asked for Rohan, so you get Rohan.
Yeah, you could have fun with this one. Hopefully it helps. All right, so right out the gate, we have Deorwine, Chief of the King's Knights. Now, I actually quite like Deorwine.
He's cool.
He's got bodyguard. He's a 3/1/1 captain boy. He's got strike. He's got march. He's 5/5.
Yeah.
He's got his free heroic combat when Théoden is engaged in combat. Oh, pardon me. Honestly, I think he's easily up there with one of the better ones.
I'm a very big fan of him. I'm definitely saying A tier to start off with for him.
I think he's easy A tier. I think we might end up changing him up because we're refreshing ourselves on a couple of these profiles as we go along.
Yes.
But I think he is a really solid addition, especially to fucking Riders of Théoden. Like, he's up. I'd say, I mean, it's like you take Théoden, take Éomer, you take Deorwine. I think that's the order of a Rise of Théoden list.
Yeah, I could see that being the way it pans out. And he's 75 points. Give him 85. 80 points or 85 points. Sorry. That's cheap. That's
for
not
a fight.
What he
a
gives.
5/5 D7, 3 attacks on the charge.
I'm happily paying those extra. What is it, 10, 15 points over a captain?
Yeah. About, I think it's 20 to 15 to 20 points.
Yeah,
but yeah, like depending on how you make. Yeah, captain. I think like easy, well above a Rohan captain, and Rohan captain's already not too bad. Pretty good models.
Yeah, they're solid for what they do. Rohan captains. We could just. Do you want to just do the Rohan captain now because we've been talking about him?
No, because we have a technical Rohan captain coming up next with Elfhelm. Who is essentially a Rohan captain, but with a little special role on throwing shit.
And he's called Elfhelm, Captain of Rohan. So there we go. Sure. He is a captain of Rohan.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, look, he's solid.
Very solid.
He's like if you get like an equivalent stat line for a captain. He's 10 points extra to grab a point of might, some good throwing weapon skills, heroic accuracy, which is actually quite interesting on like if you have like a big line of throwing weapons you're trying to do. Not bad.
Not bad. He also has heroic defense, which is handy.
Yep.
He does lose March, as you are not. But
I would put him higher if he had accuracy in March rather than accuracy in defense, because I don't think, I mean, other than like Assassination and Fog of War, like I don't think defense really helps you with a captain tier model.
Yeah, I feel like defense you're wanting to use for your bigger heroes to keep them alive, whereas your captains you're happy to throw them around a lot more.
Yeah, and like 3 points of might. If there was 3 points of might for marching, and then like like you use points of might for marching, points of might for accuracy, I think I'd probably rate him a bit higher. But I think at this point he's sitting B tier.
Sitting B tier. I'm happy with that.
But we might as well do the captain because that's it's along the lines of all of these two boys, like Captain Rohan, Deorwine, and Elfhelm. They're similar enough. I think Elfhelm, Deorwine, I mean, is more because he is actually meant to be like one of like a royal guard kind of boy. Is the idea. So like he's more along the lines of Elfhelm. But
the captains, they're fine. Fight 4, strength 4.
They're fine.
D5, 2 attacks, classic. They're 45 points each. But it's then when you start giving them their war gear options where their points start to rack up. So you give them a horse for 10 points, brings them to 55. You're probably going to skip out on the bow and heavy armor at first. They'll probably be the last 2 things you'll give him. You give him a shield and throwing weapon, brings him up to, 75 points?
65 with shield, throwing weapon, horse, 65 points.
65 points. And when you get to that, you start looking at Elfhelm and going, 10 points for might and that throwing weapon special rule.
What I'll say is that the captain has over Elfhelm. 1, he's got March. But 2, he's also got the Arise Riders of Théoden rule with the +1 fight.
That is very true.
On the turn he charges, which I think captains I think a bit more situational. Like it really depends on the list. Like you're obviously going to have captains in an Éorl list or a Helm list. I don't think you really take captains too often in like a regular Rohan list, to be honest.
Yeah, you very rarely see the most Rohan lists running around with all named heroes.
Yeah,
because there's so many captain tier models that just have that slight little advantage over a captain.
They'll have like an extra fight value, or they'll have like an extra point of might, or maybe both. And like, I think at that point, there's a lot of other models in the list that you take over a captain. I feel like he's on par with Elfhelm.
I was going to say keep him B tier. I'm happy with B tier, but he will be at the lower end of our B tier.
Yeah, I think both of these two are at the lower end of B tier. I'm honestly like thinking about putting them both in C tier, but I think there are lists that you would run them in, especially the captain. There are lists you'd run him in with an Éorl or a
there's definitely other models that you're probably going to want to take over these guys. So
so moving on to personally think is the best model in this list is Éomer. S tier easy,
just straight away.
Yeah, he's got places. Exactly. That's the biggest thing. He's really high defense. He's
get him up to D7 with shield.
Exactly. 4 attacks on the charge with strength 5 if you've got the army bonus. Like, I will say, however, he does have the worst legendary legion of any Rohan legendary legion. Éomer's Riders is trash.
It's not good. It is not good.
It is absolute hot trash.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone take it or heard of anyone.
You really wouldn't. You have to spend you have to spend like 400 points on 2 heroes as you take Éomer and Gandalf the White. So it's like 350 points or whatever. So then you're kind of having to take it to higher tier games. And as soon as you do that, you're just running into way too much shit that are just going to absolutely wipe the floor with it because it doesn't have anything to deal with them.
Yeah.
It's a trash Legendary Legion. Maybe we do a Legendary Legion tier list soon. But
I like it.
And
that'll be like actually there
at the bottom.
Vanquishes at the shit bottom.
Because no one has any fun playing. And my favorite Rohan hero, Éorl the Young, he's very situational. You really got to build a list around him. He, can only ally with unnamed Gondor. Blah blah blah. I fucking love him. I can't accept anything less than S tier on this fantastic
Only
boy.
reason I don't want to put him in S tier, and I want to put him in A tier, is because of his list building restrictions. I think if you could take him in any list, like you could back in the day, S tier all the fucking way.
Fair.
Otherwise, I think he sits in A tier because he is incredible. He get potential 3-point of might on a roll of 4+. He's a beast in combat. I've seen him kill 7 models in one turn.
You guys have too if you've watched the battle report.
Yes. He gives +1 attacks within, is it 3 or 6 inches of
6 inches of
the Sons of Éowl.
Yep.
He's incredible, but solely on the list building restrictions, I think he sits in A tier. Because
I think you're probably right, but I don't like it. Look,
this is how I'm gonna feel when I want to put Girion in S tier, and you say no, D tier.
D tier. Look, he the list building restrictions are absolutely rough on him, but I still think you can make like a really, really solid 500 points is probably the most you really build out of Éowl.
Yeah. Even 300. I think he sits beautifully at 300 points.
Oh, he sits fantastically
because
he's points,
he's a beat stick with a potential 3 points of might. But as soon as you start going above 500, I think he caps out at. Anything beyond that, you
can take him higher if you are smart with your alliance. So you take Gondor, you take King of Men. Again, these tier lists aren't about alliances. So I think as a Rohan hero, you're
put him at the front
right.
of A tier. We'll chuck him there because this is the thing we're apparently doing now. Is where they are on the tier is also relevant to their.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I don't think we really followed that in the Gondor one at all.
No, definitely not.
So don't take this don't take this to the Gondor hero. But the last 2 ones we've kind of.
This is one we kind of started doing in the Moria one, and I think it's turning hardcore now. But here we go.
Now Éowyn.
As points for 2 points of might.
Yeah, as her base form, not terrible. She's only strength 3 as a captain model, which is a bit rough, but I mean you can get her up to D5. She's fight 5. She has strike. Honestly, you put her up to 60 points. She's
amazing alongside Éomer, as long as you get her killed.
But if you get her killed, Éomer then just goes ballistic.
Yep, +1 to wound. But if Théoden's in the list and Théoden dies, Éowyn can't leave 3 inches from where he dies.
Yeah, she also gets +1 to wound though. Against the model that slew him. So
shit.
It's not a great special rule. So if you only have Éomer and Éowyn, nice. If you have Éowyn, Théoden, Éomer, it's still not bad because then Éowyn's probably more likely to die if Théoden then dies and then Éomer then goes ballistic. But you don't really want your leader to die to then have one of your your other heroes go off. If you have Éomer as your leader, then Éowyn in the list, not terrible.
If I was banking on that, I'm throwing Éowyn in unarmored, not on a horse, just prepared to walk in. She blows 2 points of might to do whatever, and then I just get it.
You can still do some damage with her if you have strike, strength.
He's 5/5, which is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. I love it.
I think there's a better Éowyn model coming up. I think
let's put her in C tier. I'm happy with C tier.
Yeah. Whoop, Jesus.
Whoop.
Yeah, look, I think honestly, no, fight 5. I think she goes up there. I think she still goes up there. Because even if you're just taking her and like other lads, blah blah blah, like fight 5, 2 points of might with strike. She might only be strength 3, but you can get strength 4 on the charge with the army bonus, 3 attacks on the charge. She does actually a decent amount of work if you buff her up a bit. Like she gets to 60 odd points, but still like not bad.
But I think she struggles with what a lot of Rohan heroes, what some Rohan heroes struggle with from is when people run Rohan, they're running Riders of Théoden.
Yeah.
You can't take her.
Well, you can't take her, yeah. She's not on the list.
You can only take her in her other form.
Which I'd say is a better form of her, to be fair. But like
100%.
I think like as in a standard Rohan list, I think she still has a place, which is really nice.
Yeah,
I think B tier. I mean, a 60 point model with strike at fight 5.
It's not the worst. Yeah,
nothing to sneeze at for sure. Theodred.
S tier.
He's up there for sure. Like I
am a big fan.
I'm a big fan of him too. I think he's a great
re-rolling failed wounds.
Yeah, true. That is incredibly true.
He's
on attorney charges, re-rolling failed wounds with 4 attacks.
3 attacks, 4 on the charge.
Strength 5.
Down. He's killing things.
Yeah, honestly, he's only got 1 point of fate and 2 wounds, but for a 90 point or 100 point model, if you fully kit him out, that's massive.
You're definitely giving him a shield.
Yeah, you have to give him a
throwing
shield.
Weapon
D7
is actually a really good idea because classic he has to charge, so you throw the throwing weapon in.
Yeah.
So I think you max.
I think you do kit him out. I think 100 points. He also on Legendary Legion points has another really good Legendary Legion.
He does. I really, really like that one. My boy Ryan runs it, and it is sensational.
Yeah, I mean, for 100 points, 3 might, strike, 4 fight 5, 3 attacks. Like it's re-rolling fail wounds. Amazing. Like so good. He sadly doesn't have like Faramir's forced charge special rule where he auto passes courage checks, but beyond that, like he's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Now Erkenbrand. Erkenbrand's an interesting one.
Yeah, because he falls into the similar trap I mentioned before. When you're running Rohan, 9 times out of 10, you're probably just going to run Théoden's riders of Théoden.
Yeah, and he's not in that list. Yeah, which also weird. Because I'm not like 100% on my lore with Rohan, but I'm fairly certain he was there, wasn't he?
Nah, he stayed back at Helm's Deep from memory.
Oh, he stayed back to defend Helm's Deep, right? Yeah, no, that would make sense, I guess. I really like him. I think the +2 courage is such a fucking big thing. Like that's huge. That definitely like puts him up there for me. Like that really makes him such a really good list. Like such a really good take in a list.
For 1 point, he turns himself into a banner. Well, to certain models.
Yeah, for certain models. Yeah, which
is great.
It's not terrible. I think you probably just take a banner at that point, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, like I think you can only upgrade. Yeah, you can only upgrade the riders in his warband for a point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
it's not crash hot, but it is a cool rule to have.
Oh, hang on a minute. Elfhelm is in Riders of Théoden.
Yeah, we're talking about Erkenbrand.
Oh, Elkenbrand. Yeah, fuck me. That's another thing. There's way too many fucking like similar names in this goddamn. Deorwine and Dernhelm always throw me off as well. Fuck me. Yeah. Okay. No. Erkenbrand. Like, I think he doesn't have strike, but he is fight 5. He's
7, 3 points a might.
He's 85 points. Because you give him a horse. I really like the horn.
I very happily put him in B tier.
I really like the horn, which is kind of putting me like he could potentially go in A tier, because if you're taking a standard Rohan list,
Oh, if you're taking standard Rohan, you're taking him.
Yeah, getting bloody Courage 5 Rohan models is really nice. Or Courage 5 riders. But then again, you've got a lot of bodyguard with Royal Guard, so it's like.
And you've got 12-inch standfast with old mate.
Yeah, it's situational. I think the top of B tier. He's solid, but I think there's other heroes you take over him.
Yeah.
Just purely because his courage bonus is amazing, but I think the 80 points is a bit steep when there's 85 points even when there's other models. I think you take over him. Like I'd take a Deorwine over Erkenbrand.
Yeah.
For the same amount of points as well. I think
And I think Deorwine's a bit more survivable. He has broke defense as well, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. That's Elfhelm.
Ah, right. Yeah, cool. Getting the
they're both
mixed up.
Right?
They're
both
D7.
They're both D7. I think
they're basically the same model, to be fair.
But the difference is Deorwine has free hero combats and strike. Whereas Erkenbrand doesn't.
Yeah.
I think that's what puts him a bit better. Plus also bodyguard on Deorwine.
You could realistically put Erkenbrand in A tier, but the lower end of A tier.
Yeah, I think he teeters. I think personally I'm putting him in B tier purely because I think there are models you take over him for basically the same points.
You've got the mouse, you control the little dots.
I do. I think
the captain is in S tier, but you're not going to put him there.
D tier now. Fuck you. Look, you question me.
Power tripping.
All right. So, Théoden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big boy Théoden,
I mean,
the cheapest hero of legend in the game.
He's up there. I think it's like him and Delamere, sorry.
Delamere, he's what, 90 points.
Yeah, so but you're not taking Théoden on 75 points base.
No.
You have to take shit like armor and horse and all that kind of stuff. You can't not take him more kit, because I think he comes to just quickly 100 points.
Anyone who paints Théoden's horse any other color than white, leave, disappear.
Wrong.
You are wrong.
Unless it looks real sick.
If it's a blueberry horse, I'm there.
Oh god, yeah.
No one will understand that.
Your Gondor blueberry horses.
My Gondor blueberry horses. I will put a picture up right there.
Little Smurf horses. What a good time.
Horse.
Look, Théoden.
I don't think he's S tier. He's definitely A tier.
He's absolutely A tier. I think
you take him for that stand fast, that 12-inch stand fast.
I think the thing is though, I think you might take him higher, put him higher. Well, the argument to be made to put him higher is you're getting the fight value bubble around him. Yes. Because all of riders, captains, and Royal Guard get the +1 fight around him. Arise, Rise of Théoden. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
I still think he sits handsomely at the top of A tier.
Yeah, personally, I think the biggest problem I've got with him is that if you put him in your list, you've really got to kind of rely on just kind of having that bubble to keep him alive, kind of thing. You're not really throwing him into a lot of things unless you know you're going to win that fight, because he's only he gets to D7, but he's only 1 fate, 2 wounds for your leader.
Yeah, I've seen him drop incredibly quickly.
Yeah,
one turn of Dale shooting drops Théoden straight away.
One good turn of any shooting, really. Like even like strength 2 bows are going to do a decent amount of damage to him. I think, yeah, you've got to really kind of keep him safe. You don't really throw him into fights unless you know you can win. Because yeah, he sits a little too squishy for a leader.
Yeah, even though he is D7, it's a good barrier. But once you get past that barrier and it's two wounds and 1 fate.
Yeah, as soon as you wound him, you're pretty likely to at least get leader wounds out of it. If not, he might just die outright to 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking ridiculous on your leader. Like, yeah. I would actually like, I know he's a lot more situational in a list, but like Eorl is like he's 3 wounds. He's 3 wounds. Is he 3 wounds? Let me double check that. Yeah, 3 wounds, 2 fate. So like as a leader, he's going to do a lot more for you. Éomer, I mean, obviously is going to do a lot more for you. Sure, Theodred is in a similar position, but I don't think Theodred's ever going to really be your leader unless you're running Theodred's riders. And I think Theodred still sits better than
Théoden,
because he's got 3 attacks and he's got
the fact that Théoden's only got 2 attacks.
Yeah.
That shocked me. I went up against Travis's Rohan the other day, and it's like, why are you only rolling 3 dice, mate? It's like, oh, because I charged.
2 attacks.
I was like,
yeah.
Oh, is he only 2? It's like, yeah, I always forget that he's only 2 attacks.
Yeah. I think, I still think Theodred's better than Théoden in like, especially in the Legendary Legion, because he then gives that buff. Yeah. Because the Arise Rather Théoden switches to Theodred giving the buff instead of Théoden.
Yeah. So I definitely think Théoden sits nicely at the top of A tier because he is more of a support hero, I feel, in some ways.
In a lot of ways, I think he's a support hero. Even in
he can offer some damage dealing if need be.
Yeah, like he obviously will still do a good amount of damage if you put him into the right fights, but you have to be really careful about where you put him. Because if he is even a little bit out of position, he's pretty likely to die, and he's your leader.
Yeah.
Next up, Gamling.
This one I'm
post nerf Gamling.
Pre-nerf Gamling, S tier.
S tier,
the top of S tier.
Yeah.
Post, either top of A tier or bottom of S tier.
He's still solid. I think he still acts as a really good support hero. He still gives you a point of might back on, it might not be every hero, but it's still a hero within 3 inches of him. That's still really good.
He's
and it's still a banner
himself.
I think he's sitting A tier.
Yeah, post nerf, I'm thinking is sitting maybe even above Erkenbrand. Oh, not Erkenbrand. Eorl, solely for the fact that you can also take him in Legendary Legions.
That's true.
Take him in regular stuff. He really has no list building restrictions.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem he has is that he's only fight 4. He has no strike or anything like that. And he's only D6. He does have heroic defense though,
on your banner.
That's true, actually, yeah. Heroic defense is very good, especially when he's only 2 wounds, 1 fate.
And he doesn't suffer penalties when in combat with the banner.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's still only a 3-inch banner.
Yeah. It's not it's not.
I would have liked it to this is a bit obscure, but if they made it like a 4-inch banner or something, just gave it a little bit of spice.
Actually, I don't mind that because especially on a list that is almost always all mounted, that 3 inches isn't hitting very far.
No,
because you hit maybe 2 fights with 3-inch banner,
something like
as in or 3 fights, as in you hit the fight in front of you, you hit the fights either side of you, and then maybe you hit 1 or 2 on either side after that. 3 inches doesn't actually get you that far with such big bases. I think he's really good in defenders list as well, though. Gamling, because then he's on foot, but he's his banner's hitting further, and you're also able to hit more of the heroes
as well, with that banner. So yeah.
Yeah. No, Gamling post nerf A tier. I think that's a fair assumption.
It's an interesting one because pre-nerf, you're taking him every day. Post, I could run a list without him and still be happy.
Yeah, same. Because at the end of the day, he's 105 points. Oh no, sorry, 115 points.
Yeah.
For potentially a 3-point might after you've used all your might. Like solid for sure. But I think for 105 points, I think you can take other lads.
And like that heroic.
Like I would actually,
huge on him.
Yeah. Oh, big time. Yeah. Heroic defense is the only reason he's higher than like a Deorwine or an Erkenbrand and that kind of stuff. Because like, yeah, sure, like he's got that banner, but 115 points when these lads are like 70, 80 points kind of thing. I think the only reason he's up there is that he's a banner with heroic defense. I think, yeah.
Most definitely.
Now
this boy, who's the captain of the Royal Guard. This is like that's his job, is to be like the best Royal Guard. Shit.
He's so bad. Hammer. Absolutely shafted by special rules. Like he has nothing.
The only thing I like about it is he is a 55 or a 65, 70 point model with 3 points of might. Yeah, it's cool. He's
like same level as a captain in terms of like everything, basically, even his stats. He doesn't have throwing weapons, which is a bit odd. He's got Swarm Protector is nice, but you have to have Théoden in the list. I think you take a captain over HÂma like every day of the week, really. Like
it gives you so many other options.
Yeah. Just bad.
I wouldn't even B tier. I think he's our first C tier, mate.
You know what? Actually, easy C tier.
I don't think I would run a list with him in it at all. Yeah, let's keep him there.
Honestly, he does. You don't need him. You don't. He brings absolutely nothing to the faction. He brings absolutely nothing to a list that you don't get from other lads. You never run HÂma. I've never seen him on the board.
The single reason I would run HÂma is if I'm running an all Royal Guard and theming it to that.
Like if you're running like a theme list of like Théoden, HÂma, Gamling, Royal Guard, like that's it. That's a fun list.
Yeah, it's fun.
But
after that, nah, I'm right, thanks. He does have heroic defense. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, but that's all he's got, which is a bit shit as well. Like he doesn't even have March.
Yeah,
like
it's not enough
March defense. Like
you throw him into a big hero and you hold that big hero up for 3 turns.
Maybe
he's only
if you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
I say only 5'4". Like, nah, bad model, bad profile. Brings nothing. Brings absolutely nothing.
Talking about HÂma.
Now, talking about HÂma, his son is actually such a good fucking model. Holy shit. Such really a good profile. So
30 points.
Yeah.
He's only fight 3, strength 3. That's fine. D4.
That's fine.
Whatever.
You don't really need him.
In the back of the line. He's only got 1 attack. I don't care. 1 might. He does have 2
he might have 2 attacks.
He gives you +1 to your fight value within 6 inches. He does have to be in combat.
But with a point of might and a heroic defense.
Yep. And you stand him next to, say, an Aragon.
Fight 7 Aragon.
Fight 7. You just make sure you put this guy in combats that he is going to win.
Yeah. He is an absolute 100% must take in a Defenders of Helm's Deep Legendary Legion, I think. Because like you've got Aragon, you've got all foot models because it is only affecting Rohan infantry. You got fight 5 Royal Guard, fight 7 Aragon, fight 6 Théoden if he's on foot, which he will be because he's in the Legendary Legion. So good. Amazing. Like for 30 points, like you might only get 1-2 turns of the fight increase, because as soon as he dies, the fight increase goes away, and he's pretty squishy. But if you have him and like a royal guard in a combat, you'll fight 5. You just have to stay alive. You just have to win the fight and stay alive. And then worst case scenario, oh no, he's out of position. He's in combat. Heroic defense with his 1 point of might to keep him alive. He's two wounds, 2 fate. Like he's not like he's actually like, other than the fact that he's D7, in terms of wounds and fate, he's more survivable than Théoden.
He's definitely A tier.
A tier, easy. Like for 30 points, like that is such a good model to have.
100%.
Yeah. Especially in Defenders of Helm's Deep. And
Next one.
His friend,
his old friend, his mentor. I don't know.
I don't think he's at all in any way related to Hammer at all. But he came in the same supplement, so we're calling them friends. Aldor, honestly,
I like him.
I like him.
He's 20 points.
I like him.
Aldor the archer, but he's a 5+ shoot value.
But he can re-roll fail to hit and wounds.
That is true.
He always shoots first.
Yes, he's got 2 special rules. So he's got the unsteady nerves, which is the one where he must shoot first, even before heroic shoots. So suddenly, if your opponent calls a heroic shoot and you get Aldor and you go, I'm going to shoot that captain
the
who's
captain
on
or
1 might, no fate, to stop you from heroic shooting. Haha. That's
like
pretty cool.
There's situations where it can definitely come in handy. I've only seen him run once, and he didn't really do a whole lot. But failed to hit, failed to wound rerolls. Solid rule. He's got 1 point of might for accuracy. That's also not bad.
He's 20 points. If you've got 20 points, chuck him in.
Yeah,
I think he's C tier.
Yeah.
It's like,
he's, if you're running defenders and you've got an extra 20 points, throw him in. Why not? Other than that, I think you probably just take like 2 Royal Guard over him. Because they're 10 points each and they're going to be on foot anyway. Like,
I think this guy's definitely a bit more of a theme boy than anything else.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh
god, so this is probably one of my favorite models.
Fun fact about this model that's coming up. Back in the day, everyone was convinced that this model was Aldor. Everyone was like, that King's Huntsman model, that's the guy from Helm's Deep.
True. Yeah.
It was a thing. It was a thing going around.
I mean, he does look the part.
He does.
King's Huntsman, they're so good.
I love it. King's Huntsman.
They're really
in your army.
Even just chucking 1 in, you've got a 3+ strength 3 bow. You're not like scared to spend might on the shots, because like 1, they only fail in the way rolls on a roll of a 1, which is ridiculous. And then you're always targeting heroes or monsters, and you get that lucky kill. Suddenly, hey, I've got 2 points of might again. Amazing. Like, it's pretty situational, but holy shit, there are some certain lists.
I just reread this. It's restored to its starting level.
Yeah, 2 points back. Back to 2 points of might. You're not afraid to use might on wounds.
I thought it was just you get 1 point of might back.
No, it's full stat, baby.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, it's even better. Yeah, I do love him. Even thinking that his rule was what I just mentioned. He's still 80. I love him. He's so good.
Like there are lists you're not going to run him in. Like obviously Riders of Théoden, you can't have him in that list. Even standard Rohan, I think you're probably going to be mostly mounted. But in a list like Helm's Guard, which we'll get to, holy shit. In a list like even like an Éorl the Young list, like you chuck 2 of these boys in with maybe some Outriders just at the back of your map, back of your a back of your line, like you're maybe not getting it off all the time, but just having that to kind of go, yeah, I'm going to call an accuracy, I'm going to call a shoot, I'm going to
it provides a little bit of board control as well. It makes your opponent think about where they're putting heroes and putting monsters, so they're
especially
not
like
in the positions
really
they
squishy
really
stuff.
want to be. So yeah, no, he's great.
I mean, coming up against like Moria or hobbits, or like there's a lot of armies you come up against that got some really shit little squishy heroes, and you've got a King's Huntsman. Ooh, mwah. So good, amazing. The only thing that would make him better is if he was part of an evil faction and could shoot into combats.
Oh.
Imagine that. Oh my god,
I love that.
Now, Grimbold.
Ooh.
We've
prepared something special for him.
Here's something we prepared earlier.
Meme tier.
This is Grimbold's tier.
Grimbold. Where is your horse?
Why?
Where is it? Why don't you have a horse? You were shown in the films on a horse, man.
Where's your horse, buddy?
Why don't you have a horse?
I mean, like,
Lockie, explain, please. Where's his horse? Where horse?
Oh man. Yeah, look, Grimbold's like, he's solid.
I like him in a Theodred's Guard Legendary Legion.
Theodred's Guard. I mean, you absolutely take him. He's like your second pick. Well,
yeah. Helmingers, turning him into Helmingers. Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. Turning Warriors of Rohan into Helmingers with strength 4, spear support boys at strength 4. Really solid. Mighty Blow, he does only have a 2-handed weapon, which is a bit shit, but with 3 points of light, you could make that a 6 with fight 5.
Fight 5, strength
especially
4. He has only 2 attacks and only D4. Oh, D5, sorry.
Yeah,
but
that one.
If
you're coming up against something big, you're always going to spend that point of might to try and win the fight. If you're piercing, you're 2-handing, you've got strength 5, +1 to wound, and Mighty Blow. That's pretty good.
I in one of my games against Ryan, who was running Theodred's Guard's Legendary Legion, there was this little doorway. I was like, I'm putting a Captain of Dale bang right here. Good luck getting through. His troops struggled. So he was like, cool, Grimbold's going in. Grimbold went in. Confidently, he went, heroic combat. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Kills my captain, charges in through that door, kills another 2 models. And then the next turn, Rohan, the rest of the Rohirrim just flood in. And I'm like, oh.
I thought I had that fight done. Oh, my God, yeah. Look, he's definitely like, if we were actually going to put him into a section, I think he's solid up, like top of B tier, yeah. But just purely for the fact that he doesn't have a horse, he sits in meme tier, you know?
Yeah, meme. Which is obviously the greatest tier.
Yeah. So he is the best warrior in all of Rohan. Hands down, come at us.
Yep. Let's go.
So Dernhelm. Yeah, look, I really like Dernhelm. It's like we were talking about earlier, it's better Éowyn. They're like the 3 attacks, 4 on the charge, strike, resolve, strength, 2 points of might, having Mary on there with the resistant to magic special rule,
+1 attack as well. So
3 attacks.
3.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it definitely puts her above regular Éowyn, the 2 of them together.
And you can spend Mary's points of might, or Mary's point of might. So technically Dernhelm is a 3 might model as well.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can give him a throwing weapon. So it's great. I
Yeah,
don't think I
honestly,
would put it any higher than A tier. I think it's low A tier, but
yeah, I put it above a King's Huntsman, but
yeah,
yeah, like they're together they're solid.
yeah. 100.
Meanwhile, the other
Mary on
half
his
of
own.
Mary on his own,
25 points. Yeah, D tier.
D tier. Like it's the same issue we ran into with Pippin. In fact, you know what? He's above HÂma, but he doesn't bring anything to the list. Like he just doesn't. You can give him a pony.
He does bring something. Throw stones. Hobbit missiles.
Like you can give him a pony, you can give him a shield. He's D7. D7, D5.
D7 Mary. Fuck.
Imagine. Fucking heavy armor, shield, D7 Mary. Let's go.
Just a fucking tank. Oh, let's go.
It was D7. I'd put him up.
If it was D7, I'd put him C tier. Yeah, let's keep him D tier. I'm not putting him in a Rohan list unless I've got 25 points running around. But even then, I'm adding in Royal Guard. The only way I'm putting him in is if I have 25 points left over and I've filled out all of my troop slots.
Yeah, and you've just got I've got room for a single drop independent hero. Sure,
but even then, I might consider dropping a few models to bring in something else.
You take Aldor.
You take Aldor.
I'd take Aldor over Mary because he's at least gonna maybe do something a little bit more than just something
a little bit different.
Yeah, no. Now I mean, obviously, Helm Hammerhand
S tier,
top of S tier.
He is
holy shit.
I understand that he falls into the same issue as Eorl Earl, in the fact that you have to build around him. He's only in his own army, but even then, he is so fucking good. Like
as part of the Legendary Legion, he is beaten by no Rohan hero. Like hands down, he is the best Rohan hero as part of the Legendary Legion. Even outside of it, he's still really good. But yeah, suddenly you throw him in that Legendary Legion, suddenly you can take him at like 750 points easy.
The thing is, you're only taking him in that Legendary Legion.
Yeah.
Because you can't have him running around any other way.
I mean, you can. Like, there's no stopping you from having a Rohan list with captains and huntsmans and Helm. But like if you're doing that, the only thing you gain is +1 strength on the charge, so he gets to strength 6, which is really good on a burly fucking 4 attack model. But the Legendary Legion just really fucking turns him into a beefcake.
I need to find that Legion. Do you want to read out his stats?
He's the very end of the Legion's at the very end of,
I've got the Legion up.
Yeah. So I mean, fight 5, strength 5, D7, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, 6 courage 6 with the Warhorn, so he can get to courage 7. Is 3 might, 3 will, 1 fate, but like a D7 with all of his other special rules. So he has most heroic actions in the game. Like he's got resolve, strike, strength, defense, challenge. He's burly with a 2-handed sword. He's got horse lord, so you can use that 1 point of fate to keep his horse alive. He's got +1 to fight, 6 inches, 6-inch +1 to fight buff. He never counts as being unarmed. And he can also use the bash special rule with his fists. Amazing. And then you put him in the Legendary Legion.
So you've got defend the Soothburg. Friendly Rohan infantry models armed with throwing spears may use them as spears. However, if they use them as throwing spears, you can't use them as spears. But suddenly Rohan gets spears.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard rule for like defenders and
Yeah.
Helm's
But
Théodred's guard.
the
The
big
big thing
one,
is the King
the
of
King of
Rohan.
Rohan, mighty hero. So he gets mighty hero, but he can
3 point
also
away.
call a free heroic combat.
Yeah, so he essentially gets 2 free points of might every turn. Oh my god!
And see, this is why I definitely am so happy to have him in S tier. Is I'm comparing him to Eorl the Young again, but
Yeah.
Eorl, you build a list around Eorl. He offers a lot, but once you hit to like 500 points, he caps out.
I think so, yeah.
And you kind of, there's a little bit of worry in your mind that you're like, oh, I've just got Eorl and then the rest of captains, whatever. Helm, don't give a fuck. I would just take, you got Helm, he'll kill anything and everything.
The biggest thing as well, his fight value increase, having fight 5 Royal Guard.
Yes.
Massive.
Yes.
Absolutely massive. Like that alone makes him able to go to 750, like higher. Yeah. Like obviously the fucking 3 point of might in the heroic combat, amazing. But like being able to have your warriors around you also fight 5, which is the same as yourself.
See, unlike Eorl, I would happily run Helm at 1,000 points, and it's just Helm and captains and King's Huntsman. I'm confident with that list. Yeah, I look at Eorl at 1,000 points, and I'm not confident.
No. Look, I think Eorl can run at 1,000 points if you're doing allies and all that kind of stuff. But if it was a pure Rohan list,
which is what we are talking
Eorl is definitely not above Helm. I mean, look, Helm is just such a good model, like in that Legendary Legion specifically. Even outside of it, he's still solid. Like if we're judging outside Legendary Legions, I think I probably put him like top of A tier.
Yeah.
Which to be fair is technically what we're doing.
Yes. So I think let's put him top of A tier. Because
if you're running a Rohan list, no Legendary Legions, no allying, all that kind of stuff. Which I guess is not really what we're doing, because like we're talking about Theodred's guard and Riders of Théoden.
But even then, Theodred, I think I would happily take outside of a Legendary Legion because he still does just as much. Because I wasn't even talking about his special rules within his own legion.
True, yeah, which he also has a few. Yeah. I think he's better than, well, even then. That's the thing. Taking him outside, it kind of limits him a bit because he becomes much less of just a centerpiece for your army. Like he gives you the fight value, which is amazing, but so does Théoden. He hits like an absolute truck, but he's going to run out of might eventually. He's only fight 5.
Yeah. Move him down. Let's move him down a little bit. Let's move him down like mid, above Eorl, maybe.
I think he's here. I think he's above Gamling, but below Théoden. Because I think outside of the Legendary Legion, he falls a little bit short of being the full centerpiece of your army. Inside though, oh my god, easy S tier, easy, like holy shit, 3 point of might, 3 heroics. Like he can rinse through like 7 models, 8 models a turn. Like he will do so much damage.
Oh yes.
But yeah, I think he falls just a little bit short because of those list restrictions without the Legendary Legion.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And that's all our heroes.
That's all our heroes done.
Which I'm very happy with that list. There's nothing that I really want to change. The only one maybe that I want to change is putting the King's Huntsman up a little bit.
I don't know, because like
if he doesn't, it wouldn't fuss me.
Yeah, I think he's definitely solid, but I think I feel
like I would take him over Hammer's son. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I change. Haleth being a little lower because Haleth is again legendary,
Legion
pretty
based,
legendary
essentially.
legion specific. Yeah, but even outside of the legendary legion, if you're running a very odd list of foot Rohan, he's still gonna do some damage. I think. Yeah. Or he's gonna help you out a lot. But yes, I think that's the only thing I change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I
leave
think
them there.
everyone else. Yeah,
I'm
everyone
very
else is
happy.
sitting exactly where they want to
Grimbold's in just the best spot possible.
Yeah, perfect. Warriors.
Woo!
So I haven't actually changed this around at all, but we'll just go through it. It'll be
That's
fine.
fine.
Rohan banner. Regular Rohan banner. Yeah, look.
A tier. You're taking it.
Mounted Rohan banner, absolutely. A tier.
All mounted army. You're taking a mounted banner.
Yeah. Foot banner. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
You know what? D tier. Yeah.
Unless you're running an all foot army like legendary legions, you're not taking them.
Or even a weird thing with Haleth. Actually, I think if you have Haleth, you got the fight value. If you're running all foot without the legendary legion, I think C tier. You could take it. You could definitely take it.
Yep. These boys.
Outriders.
S tier, baby.
Mounted outriders, absolutely S tier. They will win you games by the fact that they can just take objectives and sit there, shooting the entire time. Oh man, they are just absolutely solid. Even foot outriders, I'm going to put A tier because I think you still take them mounted. But but
if you don't have
foot,
the points, you need to find points, you're happy to take their horse off them.
Yeah, because also then you can hide them a little better, so they're not going to get shot as much, and you just kind of sneak them around the back.
See, I would almost chuck them on a horse to start the game off with, get them to where I need to go, and then
dismount. No, dismount, put them prone as well, just really hide them in a fucking corner. Yeah. Yeah. No, they're solid objective grabbers. They're even really solid shoot value 3, strength 2 bow. They're gonna do some damage there as well.
Yeah.
Rohan Royal Guard has to be S tier.
It's got to be.
In fact, I put him above. I put him above an Outrider.
Yeah.
Rohan Royal Guard, you can build a Rohan list without them, but
you want to take them. That bodyguard and that D6.
D6. Throwing spears, bodyguard can get to fight 5 in the right circumstances with the Théoden charge, or if you've got another fight value buff. Absolutely key to a Rohan army. I mean,
they do what Knights of Dale do for Dale, essentially.
Yeah.
These guys have bodyguard.
Yeah, they're in a similar vein for sure. I mean, just amazing, just so good.
Yeah.
Foot boys, A tier. Yeah, I think I'd actually take foot outriders over foot Royal Guard. But again, if you're running a weird list where you're all foot, with especially with Haleth, actually they fight 5. Man, solid. Or Helm. Theodred Guard, the legendary legions, you're gonna take them as well.
I feel like that's a big thing about Rohan is there's so many legendary legions that it's in most cases you're running a legendary legion over a stock standard Rohan list.
Yeah, there's barely any time you're running a stock standard Rohan unless you're I want to have these specific heroes and these guys aren't in a legendary legion together. So it's I want to have Éowyn and Éomer. They're not in a legendary legion together. Okay, I'll chuck them in separately and build a list around them. I want to run Eorl. He's not in a legendary legion, which he fucking should be.
I think he should have a legendary legion.
Helm has a legendary legion. Why the fuck can't Eorl have one?
Eorl's the fucking founder of Rohan. So
yeah, he should have a legend. You know what? It should be the first properly joint legendary legion, Gondor Rohan legendary legion.
I would love that. I would love that. Yeah,
I genuinely, that would actually make me so happy, but it's probably never going to happen because they've already released every fucking Rohan book ever.
That's it.
That would actually be really fun though. So
Regular warrior, Rohan.
Regular warrior on foot
with bow. This one is.
This one's specifically with bow.
Or let's say this is the regular warrior, and then that warrior.
No, because there is one with
more.
sword here. There's a spear, there's a sword.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to fit Helmingers in there somewhere.
Oh, true, yeah.
We can just use the heroes. We'll just use the heroes.
Wait, why the fuck? Oh, they're the like versions. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so Helmingers
and red shields.
Yeah, okay, cool. There we go.
I think bowmen sit. No, I think the bowmen sit in C tier.
Yeah.
I'm taking throwing spears over bows.
Yeah, if you are taking bowmen, you take outriders.
The only reason I've got bowmen in the army is if I'm running around with my riders of Rohan and they get shot off their horse.
Yeah, I mean you dismount when they give them a bow. Yeah, I mean, but you're not running warriors of Rohan with bows in a storm. Like you're not running them in a list unless, like even in a lot of the legendary legions, I don't think I even do that.
Probably not. Yeah.
No. No. I think they pretty comfortably sit C tier.
Warrior of Rohan with Warhorn.
I put him B tier.
Because there's a lot of courage buffs within Rohan.
Yeah, but there's situations where you want a Warhorn, and I think.
See, my biggest issue with Warhorns is 30 points.
Yeah, 30 points is a lot. It's more than a banner, and I find a banner is more useful than a Warhorn.
I've only ever taken one Warhorn in any of my lists in fucking however long I played this game. And that's because and that's solely because I had 30 points left over and my war bands were maxed out. And I couldn't take a banner in that army. So I gave him a Warhorn.
I don't think I've ever taken a Warhorn, other than like heroes that just come with them. So like your Durin, your Erkenbrand, that kind of stuff. Like heroes that come with Warhorns, yeah. I mean, you're gonna take a Warhorn because you have to. Buying a Warhorn,
I would probably buy a Warhorn for hobbits.
Yeah, like it's low courage armies. Like if you have access to a Warhorn, you probably want to grab it.
And the thing with Rohan is you've got so much courage buffs, as I said before. Bodyguard.
You've got so much bodyguard. Yeah,
like stand fast stuff. Like
you don't. I don't think you're needing it. Like unless you're running a list where like you're gonna not have bodyguard, or you're gonna run into some problems there like with courage. Like it just doesn't sit. Warhorns don't usually sit too right with me for the most part.
No.
Throwing
spear, A tier.
Yeah.
Anything with a throwing weapon in my mind is A tier.
I think Royal Guard over a warrior.
Oh, 100%.
But solid.
But for cheap throwing spears, they're 8 points.
Again, this is only if you're running a weird fucking foot version of the Rohan without any of the legendary
thinking
legends.
Chuck that shit down to B tier.
But that's the thing. Like, I still think if you are running like a foot version of Rohan.
Oh, if you're running a foot version of Rohan, you're taking this. But 90% of the time, you take Rohan, you're taking a mounted army.
Actually, that kind of makes me want to do this as well. Actually, with the Royal Guard.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, just because again, as a list, a foot Rohan is a weird list, and I think there's ways you can build it for sure, and there's ways you can do it. But
I'm going to go mounted over. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're going foot, you've got like three legendary legions that give you like bonuses for being on foot, because it's like you get the spears as spears.
Yeah, so you got Helm, you've got Defenders of Rohan, and you got Theodred's Guard, which that's a 50-50, like a mix.
Well, you mix Helm as well. Like you mix those two, but you've got you take those models anyway because you want to have the foot. Now I'm counting this as a warrior with sword or axe because you can have both on them.
B tier.
I think he's B tier. I think I love an axe. I think he's again in a legendary legion. You chuck those guys in the front line with axes. You suddenly got a way to get to that strength 4 with the fight value behind you. That's really nice.
Fight 4. Oh,
well, fight 5 if you've got the legendary
royal guard
legions
behind you.
Yeah. With the legendary legions with the royal guard behind you, with those ones that usually do give you that fight value increase anyway. I think that's a really solid front line. You give them axes over swords, I think, every day of the week as well.
Yes.
Sword warrior of Rohan, I think I'd put C tier. Axe warrior of Rohan, I think comfortably sits B tier. Now Sons of Éorl. I really like Sons of Éorl. I would say if you're building an Éorl list, they're S tier easy.
Yes, because 2 attacks, mini monsters for 20 points.
3 attacks on the charge. With strength 4 with a fucking axe to piercing strike. They are really good, and they are absolutely devastating.
Yes.
When you can get the charge off, when you've got Éorl around, like holy shit. Part of me really wants to put them S tier, just purely because if you're making the right list, you can really beef them up.
Yeah, even in a normal regular Rohan list, I'd happily take a bunch of them, or a few.
In a regular Rohan list, I put them A tier because you take Royal Guard, you take those like 20 points is still a lot.
Yeah. Alongside Éorl, they're 100% S tier, but I think we keep them A tier. Just as a general big picture.
Yeah, I think they're definitely teetering even without Éorl. Like that's still 2 attacks at strength 5 on the charge with fight 4. They don't get they don't get a lot of fight value increase because they don't have Riders of Théoden thing, but
they only get the +1 to their attack value and
strength on the charge to get them to fight to +1 strength, and then +1 strength again with the piercing strike to strength 6.
Strength 6, baby.
I actually, you know what? 2 attacks at strength 6 on the charge. Knockdown, D7, D6, armored horse.
If they were
like 18 points.
If they were 18 points, 100%. But if they were what they were back in the day, where they were base 2 attacks.
Yeah, base 2 attacks without Éorl. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, they were an auto take back then.
Oh yeah, it's the one attack for me that is driving me insane.
Then, like a warrior. Okay, so hang on. How much is a royal
20
guard?
20 points for 1 attack. Yes, you can get to strength 6.
A royal guard with throwing spears is 17 points. So for 3 points more, you drop throwing spears. You get an armored horse. You get axe. You get strength 4. You lose bodyguard, you lose the possible fight value increase.
If these guys were 17 points, they're S tier. It just does not do it for me. Just does not do it for me. Those are some big 3 points.
Sure.
It's a huge big 3 points.
What did you say earlier about who has the mouse? This is it. I'm dying on this hill, even without Éorl the Young.
I would just edit the whole Sons of Éorl and I'll put a little black square over the top of them.
Put them further down.
I will.
I do get it.
I will give you bottom of S tier. Sure. Am I happy about it? No,
not at all.
Do I know that this will turn into a 1 hour long fight and I'm not prepared for it? Yes.
Look, I'm sure the comments are going to side with you, but I'm dying on this hill. All
right, let's do it. Bottom of S tier, baby. I would have happily put him top of S tier. Oh, top of A tier.
Yeah, and they would have been, but you know what? Fuck you, they're better.
It's the 20 points. It doesn't do it for me.
What the fuck is this, by the way? What is coming up next?
That's it was a mounted banner.
What is that?
was a mounted banner, but I guess it's
Oh, is it a Royal Guard banner?
probably.
Maybe. Look, Royal Guard banner. I mean, you get to D6 banner with bodyguard. Like, it's not going to run
Royal Guard
away.
banner.
I think I take a regular. I think I put it top of B tier. Like, take a regular banner over a Royal Guard banner.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper to get it.
Yeah.
And you don't really get a lot more for it. Unless you're running like an all Royal Guard list. Like, obviously, you're gonna have it. Like banners. I'm gonna put it bottom of A tier because I think banners are banners. They're always going to do well. But like a D6 banner is better than a D5 banner for the most part.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I think I'd take a regular banner over a Royal Guard banner. But bottom of A tier, I think he still sits there for sure. We
need 3 fucking D tiers now to make this nice and symmetrical.
Oh yeah, so
Done. Let's go.
We're not putting this anywhere. We don't put riders with spears. Screenshot that. Catch you guys later. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Oh my god! If you actually like just black screen that for a second. All right. So
Riders of Rohan.
Riders of Rohan with throwing spears.
Oh, or is that banner a rider of Rohan? No, they all come with bows. Ignore me.
Yeah, they all have bows. That's what was confusing me. I thought I had that thought. Is it a rider of Rohan with bow? No, they all have bows. Why would it? Yeah. Why would they be separate? Rider of Rohan with throwing spears. S tier. Happily put that above Son of Eorl. For 14 points, well, 16 points.
16 points.
They're the core of your army.
I'm taking them. All my riders have throwing weapons. In my mind, a rider of Rohan is 16 points. They're not 14 points.
The thing is, though, thinking about that right now, though, 1 point extra. For 1 point extra, you get bodyguard, fight 4, and D6.
For
a Royal Guard.
True.
1 point. I've never thought about that.
Top of 80.
1 point.
Yeah, drop it. Top of 80.
Yeah, Royal Guard over.
Although you do get the bows.
You get bows, but I think what you do is then put regular riders of Rohan, because you still got the bows. You saving those 2 points. Like, yes, I agree. Throwing weapons are amazing. You should have them in lots of your lists. But I think if you're taking throwing weapons,
I still think just put the regular riders down in A tier. I don't think
the regular riders axes. Strength 4 for 14
15 points. Oh wait, no, they can take axe.
They can just take axes. That's
part Rohan. Yeah.
Like for 14 points, for you saving 3 points over a Royal Guard. Actually, because then a Royal Guard without throwing spears is only 1 point extra.
Yeah.
Ooh, spicy.
A tier. Drop them to A tier. I don't want them in S tier. Please, Mr. Mouse Controller.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, that's really weird. I hate that.
I've never really thought about that.
Plus 1 fight. Oh man, plus
1 fight, plus 1 defense, and bodyguard.
Oh, it's so good. That's like 3 points.
That's easy 3 points. You're paying 1 point extra. No wonder people take Royal Guard all the time. No wonder people. What's the point of fucking Riders of Rohan? I mean, the point is that they don't cost, $4 million. You can get a pack of.
Yeah.
you can get.
Although
get
Royal Guard are in stock. Riders of Rohan are just not on the webpage.
That's true. Red shields.
B tier, because you're only taking them if you've got Erkenbrand.
Erkenbrand. Yeah, nah. Yeah. Helmingers, bottom of A tier.
Bottom of A tier.
Yeah, strength 4 foot models. Yeah, you're taking them part of you're probably taking them part of a Legendary Legion unless you're making a weird foot Rohan, which honestly, that's the way to do it with Haleth, with some Royal Guard. I'm actually going to put Red Shields a bit lower, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like them.
They're fine, but spending an extra point
to get a banner effect just around him.
Oh, hang on. So with our revelation of just before of Riders of Rohan being only 1 point less than a Royal Guard, for the same points, you can make them have a banner effect around Erkenbrand.
Ooh, nope, shit, bye.
What?
Rohan. What is going on?
What's going? Yeah, I don't run a lot of Rohan. I run Eorl. I've ran Helm's Guard because they're fun. They're interesting. They're different. I've never really looked at Rohan quite a lot because I'm like, there's plenty of other people running Rohan. I don't really need to get involved in that very crowded market.
Also, I really don't want to paint 25 horses and riders and then 25 dismounts. No.
Rohan, they're a solid list. I think they definitely struggle with like heroes that are only 5/5.
Yeah.
Like literally all of their heroes are only 5/5. Like if you look at our rankings, there's 2 heroes in S tier?
3.
Well,
2.
We didn't end up putting Helm up. So,
that's right. So just a 2.
That might piss off some Rohan players. Look, again, like we're running this a little odd by only really thinking about the faction as a whole and not legendary legions and not allying.
We're happy to add a few elements of their legendary legion in.
Yeah, like they're definitely getting
the big picture.
Yeah, they're getting some leeway. Some warriors and whatnot, especially here, are getting some leeway because in legendary legions they're going to still be really good. Like a Royal Guard with spear in a legendary legion, you can usually get them to fight 5. You got the spear support defense. Like they're going to be a solid warrior.
Yeah.
But in a regular Rohan list, they're a little odd. You can still kind of run them. You can still do it. It's a little weird. I kind of want to do it.
Thanks for listening to us go on about Rohan, another faction that we meticulously researched and know absolutely everything about. We play it all the time.
We've won tournaments with them.
This is factual facts.
Actual facts.
Facts.
This one I think is going to be.
They're factual facts that are opinionated.
Oh
journalism.
Look, yeah.
I work for
Rohan. I'm not gonna hide the fact that I'm not gonna hide that. Fuck me.
I definitely think Rohan is probably one of the more complete lists.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
they have to be at this point.
A big reason for that is because G-Dub had the biggest fucking boner for Rohan for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Legendary legions everywhere, new heroes everywhere. So
I'd have actually liked if they'd gotten, much like how Easterlings and Dale have gotten new warriors with their supplements. I'd have actually liked a new warrior to come out with Rohan. It could have been interesting. I don't know what it would have done.
I don't know what they would have been, but
yeah. Having something, maybe having something that's strength 4 that isn't a son of Eorl, or I don't know. Yeah, look,
they've got Rohan,
they're a well-rounded list. They're a very, very solid list. They're going to do well. But I think they do run into a couple of little issues. For sure.
As long as you're not running them solely on foot outside of a legendary legion, I think you're in a decent enough spot and you can be confident going into most games with them.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching us talk about Rohan.
Thanks, guys. I hope you're not too angry. Let us know in the comments what pissed you off the most.
We want some anger. We do this.
Keep an eye out. We're going to be doing some more of these. Obviously, they're a lot of fun.
Let us know what evil army you want us to do next. We want to do an evil army next. let us know which one you want. We're tossing up between Mordor and Isengard. So,
let us, which of those two do you want to see?
Yeah, which of those two do you want?
Mordor or Isengard? Let us know.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe.
Instagram stuff. Awesome.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Bye.